So, this might not be the most accurate what if, as there's no telling if Piccolo even had any evil left in his heart by the Buu Saga for Babidi to be able to draw out. Especially after he merged with Nail and Kami, that easily could have made Piccolo completely good. For the sake of this timeline, I'm going to assume that there is a tiny bit of evil left in Piccolo. It's not enough evil for Piccolo to act on, but it's just enough that if Babidi put enough effort in, he could draw it out. The first change in his timeline would happen with Dabura using his spit on Piccolo. His spit still hits Piccolo, but it hits his cape first, so Piccolo can rip it off in time so that he doesn't turn into stone. So, Krillin would be the only one that is turned into stone. Dabura then flies off and goes into Babidi's ship, and the heroes, including Piccolo, follow him. Things didn't generally go the same up until Gohan's first fight with Dabura. Since Gohan was having trouble against Dabura, Piccolo would join in the fight. While watching their fight, Goku would make a comment about how Piccolo, the former Demon King, is fighting against Dabura, the King of the Demon Realm, which, hearing this, in combination with how Vegeta was acting, would get Dabura to be interested in both Vegeta and Piccolo. When Dabura contacts Babidi and is let down to the level Babidi is on, he informs the Warlock about both Vegeta and Piccolo having a wicked soul. It would be harder for Babidi to control Piccolo than Vegeta, but with enough effort, he would be able to do so. Though, like Vegeta, Piccolo would likely be able to resist Babidi's control to some degree. Things would generally go the same at first, with the things at the World Martial Arts Tournament going basically the same, just with Piccolo joining in on the destruction. Though Goku and Gohan would both ask Babidi to teleport them back to the wasteland, which he does. Since Gohan would step up to take on Piccolo, that leaves Shin to take on Dabura and Babidi alone. Before he could do so, however, Buu would awaken earlier because of the power being output from both Piccolo and Vegeta. Before starting to discuss the fight between Shin, Babidi, and Buu, I want to briefly discuss the power of Majin Piccolo. Based on power scaling videos I've seen and on some calculations that I did, a hypothetical Majin Piccolo would be stronger than Buu Saga Super Saiyan Gohan, but weaker than Super Saiyan 2 Gohan before his potential was unlocked by the Elder Kai. Though he would have only been slightly weaker than Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, so they would be close in power. In their fight, though, Gohan would likely hold back since he would be reluctant to hurt Piccolo. Their fight would be more even since Gohan is suppressing himself. Basically, the two of them would be going blow for blow, as Gohan would be trying to talk Piccolo out of this like how Goku tried to talk Vegeta out of being controlled by Babidi. Majin Piccolo would try pointing out how far he fell, as he was once the great Demon King, then he befriended his nemesis as Brat, he fought alongside his greatest enemy multiple times, he merged with his righteous counterpart, and he helped save the world he wanted to conquer many times. Then with Trunks and Goten, since Piccolo isn't there in stone, Trunks would mess with a statue of Krillin instead. Obviously, since Krillin can't regenerate like Piccolo could, this kills Krillin. Back with Shin, Dabura, Babidi, and Buu. Dabura would still end up in a fight against Buu, though he still fights Shin next. But since Gohan isn't there to help, he would kill Shin. Unbeknownst to everyone, this would kill Beerus as well. Whis would likely report to Zeno about what is happening. Back on Earth, Buu gets into a fight with Dabura, though Dabura would still be turned into a cookie and eaten. The Goku and Vegeta fight would have gone the same, up until the point that Vegeta knocks him out. The main thing to talk about would be Gohan's fight against Piccolo. I could see it going either way, especially with Gohan suppressing himself. I couldn't decide which way to make it end, so I decided to do something I haven't before. I decided to write two endings for this video, one where Piccolo wins the fight, and one where Gohan wins the fight. The video where the heroes win will be linked on the top, and the video where Piccolo wins will be linked on the bottom.